Have I been muted this entire time? Am I that fucking stupid? I've been going for fucking 50 minutes and I've been muted this entire time just actually talking to myself. Oh my god. Well, I feel like a complete idiot. Man, we had a really interesting conversation. You just didn't know about it. All right. My dear Count Boral, it's good to see you again. We had received word that you would be coming. Good to see you also, Radford. My apologies for the late notice. And pray excuse my brashness. The time is of the essence. How soon may we present ourselves to His Excellency? Word of your arrival has already reached the President's ears. This way, please. Damn, that guy's got a beard on him. Chuck Norris looking ass. Into the presidential building. Ow, I just whacked my knee on the bottom of my desk. That hurt. A lot of pomp and circumstance going on here. Green, that's his name. Welcome to our fair republic. It's my understanding that you bring a matter of grave importance to this discussion table. I hope you don't mind my legati taking part? No, not at all, Your Excellency. Now, if you'll allow me to explain the events which have led to this sudden visit. Please don't make me re-go through the whole thing. Quick little pause. And that's how we got here. Perfect. Juno's to surrender. That the very architect of the Alliance could have such a drastic change of heart is inconceivable. That's because he's fucking, dude, he's corrupted by chaos, man. I'm telling you, he's fucking suspect. I don't trust him. In delivering the news to King Destin, Sir Nagmalata appended that the three nations, too, should make ready for unconditional surrender. Throwing down our swords, however, is the last thing on the mind of Sandorians. Yeah, Nagmalata's up to no good, man. He's working for the enemy. I could tell it the second I saw him. You know why? Because he's got his stupid robe and his little eye thingy on, and he looks just like them motherfuckers from Final Fantasy 14. And that's, guess where they copied them shits from? Final Fantasy 11. So I immediately knew he was a bad guy. As it is ours. A Junin surrender would have a calamitous effect on the war and must be avoided no matter the cost. To this end, Sandoria will dispatch a contingent of knights and aid in the duchy's defense. And now the kingdom humbly asks that our ally Bastok, too, lend soldiers to this most worthy of causes. What do you guys think? Basically the same thing he said, yes. As much as we'd like to rush to Juno's aid, to put it bluntly, we haven't the capacity to do so. We've incurred heavy losses over the course of the accursed war. Any further dints to our rank, and we'd have no choice but to consider conscripting civilians. Look, if you haven't had to conscript civilians yet, the war ain't that bad. I must concur. In our current state, sending away even a small contingent of soldiers would be tantamount to cutting off our own sword arms on the eve of battle. But, won't be baby cry. The 4th Division 2 suffers from severe shortage of hands. Countless Republican soldiers, good men and women, were felled at the Battle of Grauberg. Brave though the situation in Juno may be, I fear we have no soldiers to spare. However, it pains me to have to say this, Count Boral, but given circumstances, Bastok cannot answer the call. You guys are letting me down, man. We ask for your understanding. In better times, such a discussion would not even have been necessary. Well, in better times, we wouldn't even be having this discussion, dumbass. Oh yeah, the Galga have tails. They're like the, you know, they copied the Rogadins for Final Fantasy 14 from them, but they have tails, so they're cooler. Fourth Division, 7th Cohors, Prefectus Zazarg reporting. Zazarg, what is the meaning of this intrusion? My apologies. As the head of the 4th Division, it was I who called upon the Prefectus. Yes, and my apologies for gate crashing this little party and eavesdropping and whatnot. But enough beating around the bush. You're being a pussy. Ahem, Mr. President, sir. Requesting permission to lead the 7th Cohorts in Juno's defense, sir. Stevie Wonder saw that coming. You don't need to worry about manpower, if that's what's on your mind. As of late, my units received a generous injection of young blood raring to prove themselves on the battlefield. You're joking, surely. 7th Cohorts are more akin to a basket of rotten eggs than a military unit. Look at a bunch of untried social misfits hope to get you. All right, man. Wow. You don't have to call him a fucking asshole to his face. The Gaddisburger. If you don't mind sparing a bit of your precious time, it'd be my pleasure to give you an inspection tour of the 7th Cohorts. Oh man, are we gonna have to run all the way down there? See the lads and lasses with your own eyes. I mean, even you will be compelled to retract your rotten eggs comment. And that comes with the Zazar guarantee. It's quite the mystery, but all who join the 7th Cohorts, even the disagreeable types abandoned by society's lost causes, undergo a transformation and are reborn as disciplined soldiers. What are you trying to say, game? And as added convenience, it appears that a sizable chunk of the Beastman force camping out about Juno is made up of Kadab, our specialty. Unlike us, though, the folks over in Juno haven't had much experience dealing with turtle men and their thick shells. That's why they've been having a rough time all this time. Nobody here discounts the Duchy's strategic importance, that much we've established. If she were to fall to the Beastmen, it'll only be a matter of time before the three nations follow suit. Let us go and lend a hand to our Jonan brothers and sisters, I say. I beg you to consider, Mr. President, rough-mannered as Zazarg is, I can attest to his leadership and prowess on the battlefield. Very pleased with himself. Prefectus Zazarg, have your unit mobilized. I'll leave the matter in your hands. Now we're talking! Thank you, sir, Mr. President, sir. 7th Cohorts will strike out for Juno without delay. Thank you, sir. Now, little missy. I haven't done anything deserving of such an enthusiastic display of gratitude. There's nothing special about helping out friends in need. Nationality sure as hell's got nothing to do with it either, am I right? What year did this game come out? Well, a little parasocial there, Final Fantasy 11. Yes, sir. All right, was that it? Now I gotta go to Windurst. All right. Now, where do we gotta go in Windurst? We gotta go to Windurst Waters. We are in Windurst Waters. That looks like my chocobo. It's exactly the same color as mine. You teach those Yagudo to fear the Libran warlocks. No retreat, Taru, no surrender. They say Taru after a lot of stuff. They copied my chocobo color, man. That's so cool. Hey, what are you doing blocking the road like that? I was in your way. All right. You want to be known as the buffoon that injured Agito Murugito? Child genius? I mean, you keep talking like that. Yeah, I might. Is this the first time you've seen the War Warlocks? Are you some sort of country bumpkin? Yep, I'm going to be famous for whooping this little dude's ass. That squad is likely off to investigate Taro those things. Being from the country, you've probably seen one. Weird monster with a gaping maw. Looks like it would swallow you whole. Anyway, whatever it is, isn't good. I sense something dreadful on the horizon. I forgot the Taros talk like that. If only they would allow me to join the War Warlocks. I'd use my skill at magic to solve this mystery and preserve the peace of Winterset all at the same time. Why won't they recognize my talent? Just because I'm a child? I'll pop your head like a sit, kid. But I can't be wasting time bantering with a bumpkin. I have business with the Mithrin mercenaries. Don't go blocking any more roads. All right, fuck off, kid. Oh, I never knew that those lights could change. Count Boral. Gelda Gelda, my good sir. It's been a while. I can never tell what the Taros meant. A while it has been indeed. We've been eagerly waiting your arrival. It's good to see you in such high spirits. Now, as you are no doubt already aware, the purpose for my journey here is, why, the last time we met Taro would have been at the final finals of the Three Nation Conflict Tournament. Yes, that's it. Ah, the memories do come flooding back. I must say, the crowning moment of the tournament, Taro, was when, in the dying seconds of the final round, I dropped my lord cold to the ground he wound, with the butt of the club and dashed to victory with the Petra in hand. Why, it's still freshy-wesh in my mind, as though it all happened just yesterday. Oh, those were the days. Right, anyway. Moving along. Ahem. Pray forgive my cutting short of your delightful reminiscence. The matter I seek to discuss with the Warlock Warlord is at utmost urgency. Oh yes, that's right, Taro. Come with me, please. No knee having ass. Taro, no he had ass. No knee had ass. Whoa! Roble Akville. Winters extends its welcome to our Sandorian allies. How do I get a cool face mask wrap face thing like that? So mysterious. Official emissary from Sandoria, Halvar M. Boral, at your service. Well met, Count Boral. I'm Warlock Warlord Roble Akville. And I... Hello, Akville? And I, Leko Hebhoka, a military technician, an advisor to the Warlock Warlord. With me here are my traveling companions on this mission. Lilisette of Troop Maikov. And you know me. Everybody knows me. I saved the world like 14 times by now. Everybody knows who I am. Now then, what is this urgent matter you wish to discuss? Yes, well, about that. We're gonna need some of you magic-y types. Surrender! Those were the exact words of Sir Nagmalata. But the regions surrounding Juno have hosted a great many battles against the Beastmen is well known to us. What is the kingdom's stance on this matter? My lord, Sandoria is united in the belief that Juno must not fall to the Beastmen by order of King Destin. Preparations are being made as we speak to send a contingent of knights to bolster Juno's defenses. That is why we've come to seek help help from our Winderstian allies in the form of further reinforcements for the duchy. Something is amiss. Extremely amiss. What do you say, cat boy? They're originally... Is that a cat boy? It looks like cat boy. Nagmalata is renowned 2 continents over as a shrewd negotiator and brilliant strategist. He certainly isn't the type to be preaching surrender at this premature stage. See, that's what I'm saying. He's up to some shit. Which means... While we're sorely aware that the Federation must prioritize its own welfare, Juno's surrender would have an irreversibly disastrous effect on the war. Please, sirs, I beg you, assist us in defense of Juno. Pico, what is the current state of our forces? The war warlocks cannot be relieved from their current posts. The Mithra mercenaries, on the other hand, have recently had their numbers replenished. Or perhaps... Understood. Witters would not turn a deaf ear to this earnest request from our Sandorian brothers and sisters. Your wish is granted. Juno can count on reinforcements from Winders. Thank you, Your Excellency. Let us fight side by side for the survival of Juno and the future of all children of Altana. This dude's aura is like off the scale. A moment. Let me inquire your name once more. But of course, I'm Lilizette, Troop Maikov's brightest young star. Honored to have made your acquaintance. Lisette. A beautiful name. The small ones are pondering. I thank you both for your cooperation. With your invaluable assistance, our mission to entreat the aid of 2 nations was a success. All that remains now is to relay word to Juno and ensure that no acts of folly such as surrender take place. Yes, my lord. I fear this is where we must part. My duties require that I be at my king's side. I better be an envelope with some money in it. Take this letter and see it safely to the hands of Archduke Kemlinau. After you've done so, be on standby to receive our knights upon their arrival. Understood, sir. Strong silent type. I agree. May the goddess keep you. Bye. Good goddess. Rutro Raggy. Quadav with, or Quadav? Quadav? I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never seen such large beastman force amassed in one place, really? At a glance, the 2 sides look to be in a deadlock. But we know better. The beastmen are simply biding their time, awaiting what they think an inevitable surrender. The Junoan forces are clearly in a bad way. Let's hurry and deliver a letter to the Archduke. Oh, you're not gonna make me kill everything first? Like for the first time ever? You don't immediately throw me in to fight your battles for you? Weird. Alright, Erwin. The Duchy of Juno, ruled by Archduke Kemlinau, lies beyond this point. Wait, Kemlinau, weren't these guys... Hold on. These names are triggering memories. Didn't these... What business have you here under these forbidding circumstances? I don't want to say it in case anybody happens to be listening and they don't know. Sir, I come bearing tidings from Sandoria on behalf of Count Borel and Sir Regilis of the Knights of the Ironcrest Hawk. Lizette is my name, and with me is my faithful retainer. This here is the official letter penned by the Count himself. don't trust this motherfucker either. Our sole endeavor is to ensure that a Junin surrender does not come to pass. I don't know why I had such a hard time with that. Please, sir, it is imperative that we are granted an audience with Sir Nagmalata. Understood. Your concern for the duchy's welfare is much appreciated, but... Oh, okay, they actually let us in. I was expecting more resistance. How awful. We're in Relude Gardens, the, like, rich, snobby part of Juneau. This is where all the rich people are. Did you tell by the floor pattern? I like how in the mini map I'm still out in just in the middle of the wild. Sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm Brandolph, captain of the Ducal Guard. For Nagmalata, I'm afraid, is presently afield on official business. It would be my honor to attend you in his stead. Thank you, Captain. You've no doubt already seen with your own eyes the destruction that has befallen our once proud nation. I fear the days when Juneau could have received honored guests such as yourselves in all its glory have become a thing of the past. Please rest assured, for we bring good tidings. We present ourselves before you now, having successfully secured a pledge of aid from the three nations. Bastok, Winders, and Sandoria alike are making preparations to send reinforcements to Juneau as we speak. We beg you, sir, relay this message to Sir Nagmalata and Archduke Camlin out. Juneau need no longer surrender. Your dedication to the Alliance is touching, truly. However, here we go. Captain, the matter is long settled. The Archduke is not, his mind will not be changed. All right, it's that fucking cat, isn't it? Juneau's fate is sealed. Other nations need not suffer in the wake of its death throes. But why? It would be wise for you to leave now, but you're still able to do so of your own accord. Are you threatening me, motherfucker? Because we can scrap right now. Run them pockets. What unvanity has gotten into you people? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, is that? You can't just be throwing around phrases like that. Or are you all so quick to lose hope? So eager to throw down your arms? Because they're not scared, they're corrupted. You misunderstand. Huh? We wish nothing more than to fight the last man, unto our dying breath. Well, then stop being a little baby-back bitch and let's do this. It is both duty and honor to give one's life to protect our nation and all its citizens is the common conviction held sacred by all those in the Ducal Guard. Then let us fight together. Bastok, Winders, Sandoria, and Juneau side by side. Lisette, fighting is not the only way. Yeah, there's also the coward way. You have witnessed for yourself how this futile struggle has laid waste to Juneau. The misery it has entailed upon soldiers and citizens both, continuing to fight with the false hope that triumph will someday smile upon us will gain naught but more death and devastation. See, but I've been there in the future and I know it's fine, so stop being a little pussy. This vicious circle of heartache and suffering will spread across the land like a crippling disease, plunging all of Vanadil into blackest depths of despair. Even if nations were still to remain in the aftermath, it would be little more than fanciful names given to the piles of rubble and ash. Well, that's not true. Such a wretched existence worth the sacrifice? Years from now, can we truly say and believe in our hearts that we've done the right by our children, and theirs after them? Yes! Sir Nagmalata, he enlightened us so. Surrender does not mean defeat, kinda, nor does it spell the end. Yeah, kinda. For as long as we shall live, so too will hope survive. Well, the beastmen are gonna kill you, so... We must have patience. The time will come again when the children of Altana will rise and reclaim what is rightfully ours. Or we could just keep it. Sir Dagmalata called the dual guard to assembly and put forth these sentiments. With Archduke Kemlin out himself in audience, that is how the decision to surrender was made known to us. We, the ducal guard, were sworn to protect and serve the Archduke. His fate is our fate, upholding his decision our duty. His fate is not your fate. You're gonna die. He's not. But, well, he might die. The reinforcements from the Free Nations are on their way at this very moment. Couldn't you at least put things on hold till they arrive? It's too late. The Archduke's decision is final. Please understand, the thought of surrender pains us as it does you. You're obviously a liar. We knew that the Archduke, his circle of advisors, and Sir Dagmalata had been deliberating in the possibility. But, truth be told, that the air of defeat could so swiftly envelop our nation's leaders gave us all pause. Yeah, because they plotting. Look at him. Look, tell me that motherfucker ain't evil. Yes, have we? Sir Dagmalata, we're under the impression that you left to deliver news of surrender to the other nations. I beg your pardon, Sir Dagmalata. My lord has overheard the conversation between the Captain Brandolph and myself. Could surrender not be delayed? Surrender ceremony is about to commence. It will be held deep underground, directly beneath Heaven's Bridge. They summon us to sign the instrument of surrender in what is little more than a hole in the ground. A final act of humiliation to sweeten their moment of triumph, no doubt. See, now that sounds like you're just trying to make us think you're not a fucking about to backstab me. Just the kind of petty thing those foul pigmen would derive pleasure from. I don't know, man. And Beastman got a lot of crystals. I know you guys like crystals. All personnel have been evacuated from the residential area as you commanded, sir. Young lady, it would appear your efforts were in vain. But be glad, for you now have the chance to bear witness to a truly historic moment. The death of a nation. Be glad, huh? We couldn't stop them. Juno's going to surrender. What are we supposed to do now? We gotta try to buy some time. We're not gonna try to surrender. Two options. We're trying to buy some time, or two is June needs to do. We're not fucking surrendering. Right. It's not over till it's over. We have to find a way to stall them until help arrives. Now, the ceremony is supposed to take place underground. Where could the entrance be? I could just kill all the beastmen and then we don't have to surrender. How about I do that? A lady. Boss know you're here, brother? Oh no, I was supposed to fucking put this. I'll be damned. The 60 FPS fucked with the trigger. I understand you'd suffered much on Juno's behalf and wish to express my regret for the way things had to turn out. It's far too early for apologies. Two of us are going to head underground to where the ceremony is to be held. There has to be something we can still do. Yeah, I'm gonna slaughter the beastmen. I see. Up atop a defensive wall out in Battaglia Downs is where you will find your entrance. Take this key with you. You will need it to unlock the hatch. I knew he was all right. I knew he didn't want to surrender. Thank you. Should you require a replacement, speak with Erwin here and he will provide you with one. If your dumbass throws this away, clearing out your inventory. Your courage and determination have rekindled the dwindling fire of my spirit. Truth is, damn, listen to that music. We of the Ducal Guard have been grudgingly biting our tongues all this time, suppressing the burning desire to keep on fighting. The Junin soldiers are mullishly stubborn and loath to admit defeat is no lie. Mulishly stubborn and loath to admit defeat is no lie, it would seem. As you make your way underground, so too will we prepare for our final stand against the enemy. And as for Captain Brandolph, I'm confident it won't take much to persuade him to see things our way. Understood. Continued existence of Juno is at stake. We, the Ducal Guard, humbly beseech you to take our darkest hour. Beseech your help in our darkest hour. You can count on us. The only option left is for us to go underground and raise some hell. See, that's what I've been saying this whole time. It's just as well, though. Keeping up the diplomatic charade was becoming rather tiresome. It's a little demon. I filled my water while I was up, but I didn't, cause I'm dumb. Hurry, this way. There they are. Here we go. What are we gonna do, you ask? Well, isn't it obvious? We're gonna fuck them up. Grace, vigor, charm. These are the three tenets of a true Mayakov. Keep them close to heart. The curtains are about to rise on Lillicet and MBC's first ever duo performance. I leave the ones over there in your care, MBC. One-eyed Gwajbaj. Where is Archduke coming out? Why is he come not? These surrounds befit not a man of his exalted stature. I shall partake in the ceremony as Archduke's representative. Archduke knows resist is useless. He is a stubborn man. Good soldier know when fight is over. Your fight now over. You press seal here, then all your Juno are belong to us. No way! No way they just threw out all your base are belong to us joke in this. Damn, she straight up stabbed him. Damn, the 3-peat? That's how you know it was a hard hit. Intruder? How'd they get in here? In through the window. Oh, she sliced his Achilles. That was fucked up. Just stabbing them all up. She's doing work on him, man. I'm just gonna stand over here. She'll be all right. Yeah, good job, me. Now do something spectacular. Now let me do some flips and shit too. All right, that's fine. If you want to live, I strongly suggest you stay put. I knew this motherfucker was up to no good. You think that's gonna stop me? You must don't know who I am. What happened? How can they hear? Just some vermin common to these parts. Please ignore this little interruption. Who are you calling vermin? Get your filthy hands off me. Yeah! From the shadows. As the show started without me. Sir Regilise. Well, if it isn't my dear comrade. Ever fond of heroic antics, I see. And that feisty little charmer over there. Oh, this fucking guy. Here we go with this goddamn lisp. I don't know if I can read this guy's fucking dialogue. Would be my troop poster girl. Anyone who dareth mistreat her Antworth to me. Why is he so zesty? Mr. Mykov. Lisette, just because you've been trying to have save the world doesn't mean you've excused from lessons. So policing duty for 1 month. Do policing duty for shoe polishing is what that's supposed to say. Do polishing duty for 1 month. No, anything but that. Forgive me, Master Mykov. I'm pleased to see you've arrived, Sir Regilise. How goes the kingdom's preparations for the surrender? Ha! You know as well as I how Sandoria feels on that front. Now, if you don't mind a change in conversation topic, Juno appears to have a monster infestation problem. We took the liberty of ridding the duchy of some of on our way here. Huh. Obviously, our infestation problem wasn't sufficiently severe. Were you really? What are you playing at? Sir Regilise, your condition. You needn't worry. I'm back to my strapping best thanks to the medicine you brought me. Great. You look like tin soldiers and fashion models. But Gwajbaj, good soldier. Good soldier underestimate, not opponent. Now we... Falcon punch? What? Terribly sorry for the delay. We were waylaid by a persistent band of orcs who just wouldn't take no for an answer. Sorry excuse for appetizers they were. That's no big deal, because I'm famished enough to skip straight to the main course. You curs! Boss, they sully Gutrender's honor. We tear them to many pieces. Where are you going, motherfucker? You ain't going nowhere. Steel yourselves, pigmen, or by the morrow, none of you shall breathe Junon air. Boy, hiccup. Come now, don't be shy. Cesar here is gonna personally discipline each and every one of you. Tis. Such ill manners. You very disappoint, Gwajbaj. Now, no more nice gentlemen. Negotiation are over. You are on way to destruction. Oh, they broke into the town. begins. What in the goddess' name? Who could be... Who else but that young dancer and her companion? Barnabas, you told them off the hatch. You told them of the hatch and even went so far as to give them the key, didn't you? I'm not sure I understand, Captain. If I may be so bold, a key gone missing from the vault isn't something you'd overlook, sir. Unless there were other reasons for you not pursuing the matter. Ha! What's done is done. I, too, am but a mulishly stubborn soldier of Juno. Unsheath your weapons. The bridge to surrender has been raised. Only one path remains. Juno will not yield. Not this day. Not ever. Protect on everybody. Winder's Cancerian War Warlocks report harrowing for duty. Our mercenaries have entered the underground passageway to 80 Wade in the skirmish that has broken out there. The path should be cleared before long. You have our gratitude. Hear me well. Our brothers and sisters in the Alliance fight beside us. Fight well, and shame not the proud name of Juno's ducal guard. I mean, I'd be a little hesitant too. That's a big boy. What the hell's this? Oh, back underground. The show appears to have begun in earnest. Time for us to pull up our socks and put this underground side act to the sword. Gut renders, we teach enemy true meaning of fear. Everyone, lend me your ears. For this battle, we will engage the enemy in 4 groups. The Ironcrest Hawks and Troop Mayakov will together form the first. The Iron Rams, the 7 cohorts, and the Cobra Mercenaries will make the remaining 3. There will be no fancy military maneuvering, no micromanaging of strategy. Our objective is plain and simple, the complete and utter annihilation of the enemy. Kill them all. That's just the kind of thing my Cobras specialize in. Less is more, is what I always say. Your task is to closely monitor the battle progress by making your rounds to each of the group. Yeah, you want me to carry everybody, I get it. Finally, some opponents that may offer my Iron Rams a semblance of a challenge. Let the games begin, I say. My fists are itching like crazy, and there's only one known cure. Ha ha ha! I got a fever. The only cure is more cowbell. May the goddess watch over you. Don't you dare even think about failing in battle. I won't forgive you if you do. I don't even know what level cap this shit is. Is it over? Yeah, I'm fine. Nah, man, I'm cool. Got corn dog. All right, buddy. It's hot. Young lady, I'll have you know that Man Bear Chuck is one of my battle-hardened Iron Rams. Your concern couldn't be more misdirected. You're being a little enthusiastic. This fucking asshole again. An award-winning performance by the entire cast. Bravo, bravo. Profound apologies for undermining your authority, but seeing how Juno need no longer surrender, I'm inclined to say that things worked out for the better. I trust there'll be no hard feelings between us. Sir? Agmalana? That ornament. So that's how it is. Today's events will be of no consequence. The Battle of Juno marks but the beginning. We shall meet again. What are all you doing here? Huh? I traveled to the other nations only to learn upon arrival that reinforcements has already been dispatched to Juno. That such carnage could have transpired here during my brief absence. Huh? Then who were we just... I bet it's that fucking cat again. It couldn't be. Him? More importantly, what of the Beastman Force? Ah yes, I've altered their course and now heading away from Juno. The Dutch use in your jet. Archduke Camelot will be making the victory declaration shortly. I will see you all above. Alright. What's going on here? I still don't trust that guy. Load in, load in, load in. Well, I'll be damned. This is a ravaged battlefield if I've ever seen one. The Beastmen are supposed to have altered their course, but to where? Good question. Good questions. Captain of the Ducal Guard, Brandolph, at your service. I used to think that armor was the coolest shit. When the game first came out, you didn't have a lot of options, man. There was that shit, and I was so mad that you couldn't wear it on Dragoon. And then there was artifact armor. All the other armor looked kind of lame. Well met, Captain. I am burning my mouth on this corn dog. God, I'm just so hungry now. My stomach actually hurt and I was starting to get a headache. Well met, Captain. I am Regulus B. Beaumont of the Knights of the Iron Crest Hawk. For the Emperor! It is to you that Juno owes its survival. Thank you. This isn't much, but please accept this Junon flag as a small token of our appreciation. Is that a furnishing? Her eye didn't twinkle enough. Alright. Oh, would you look at that? If it isn't the Archduke in the flesh. Quite the rare treat, so I'm told. My friends, it was a long and bitter battle. In their masses, the enemy came. Must be Italian. From the darkness they struck. Wall after wall, fortification after fortification, fell to their ruthless advance. Driven were we to the farthest precipice of oblivion. For a time, it seemed to all that Juno would never again see the light of dawn. Baby crying. But their sharpest blades could nut down our pride, nor could their heaviest boulders crush our courage. Before the impregnable fortress of our resolve, the enemy faltered, they cowered, and they ran. Etch this moment, now, deep in your hearts and minds, for victory belongs to us, the children of Altana. Rejoice, for we have triumphed! Triumphed? This wretched state? You gotta be kidding me. Certainly a poor choice of words. That Archduke could possibly be going through that mind of his? It's a good question. Long name I can't pronounce. Loading again. Music changed. All right, we got the Beastmen now. Where are you guys going? That fucking cat, man. I knew he was around somewhere. Things have gone as planned. Beastmen have plotted a new destination, altered their course. To Tavnasia. Does this mean balance has been restored? Situation normal? But Octanda cannot be helped. Project's successful completion takes precedence over our individual survival, our very lives. But the others sure are taking their sweet time. Getting late. But something have happened to them. A little trouble befallen. Noi, are you suggesting what I'm thinking? A dreaded thought. No. This won't do. Fern will get us nowhere. No use. We've still much work to do, so let's step to it. Oh. There's still much work to do, so let's step to it, people. Chop, chop. If nobody minds, I'll wait here a while longer for the others. Wait and see. Why, how very thoughtful of you. Most considerate. But how they knew where to find us remains a mystery still. Oh. What took you so... Forgot about that guy. Number 3, you say? Oh, and that one, I missed a line. And that one there makes number 3. Number 3, you say? Here you remind me how many of them there were in total. Well, no, what I meant to say was, the others sort of managed to, well, escape. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. And you deemed it unnecessary to share this little fact with me. Haudrail? I'm sorry. Please don't get angry. Silent. You have 2 choices. Accepting the consequences here and now, reporting your failure directly to Lady Lilith. Lilith? No, not that. Sorry, please forgive me. Promise to be good from now on. I swear it'll never happen again. I just watched Terminator 2. Consider yourself warned. We shall have to rely on him again to appropriate the information we need. Who's him? I knew that fucking cat. I shall tolerate no further failures. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Situation is grave enough without blundering on your part. Yes, sir. If I may speak, sir. They've sure gotten cocky lately, just because they won at Juno. Some cheek they have, considering they don't even know the truth of things. And I ran into that odd pair again when I was last seeing the felines. You know, the one who bullied my Garahig? Gallarhig? The elven and the pointy-eared girl. That girl. That she's here in this day and age would mean it's a distinct possibility. Alright, whose mother is she? So there are others besides ourselves. I knew there had to be a reason why things weren't proceeding so smoothly. She will have to be removed eventually. For so long as she exists, our aspirations shall never be realized. Aw, that's unfortunate for her. For now, however, our priorities are clear. The securement of the matron's person. And the elimination of those meddling felines. So was that cat, like, eavesdropping on them and they just didn't see him, or was he one of them? Time has come. Let's be there to receive her. I don't know who her is, but I'm guessing she's gonna be the final boss. Just a hunch. Okay. Sarlacc pit. What is going on? We're receiving her. Who is her? What the hell is that thing they're coming out of? Is this the rift from Pacific Rim or whatever? Oh, is this supposed to be Lilith? Now, this came out way before Diablo 4 was a thing, so they must have copied Final Fantasy. What's up, Lilith? How you doing? She looks like the villain from Final Fantasy VIII. Slash Morticia Adams. You can kind of see her butt crack, though. We have awaited your arrival, my lady. Auto. The others are afield, carrying out your bidding. No effort is being spared to ensure that the plan comes to fruition. Apparently I can get him as a trust too. I'll clear the north, I'll clear the east, no enemies detected, perimeter secured. Hectic is the life of a Castellan. But ever vigilant, I must remain in the absence of Captain Rahal and the others. Greetings. Exceptional timing as always. In my authority as Castellan of Swiftwing Fortress, I relay to you these mission orders. There's Castellan. That's how they said it in Doctor Who anyway. You are to gather and bring hither the following 3 items. First, Ronpower maple syrup. Making cuts on tree trunks out in Ronpower should yield to adequate amount. Next on the list, some long life biscuits. These are offstored within the cavity of trees throughout the kingdom in preparation for times of emergency. Rest assured, we should only be borrowing them. Which brings us to the third and final item, flask of kingdom water. For this, you need but draw water from the well over yonder. That concludes your orders. All right, so I gotta cutscene. All right. Welcome back. Let's see what you've brought. Maple syrup, long life biscuits, and freshly drawn water. All appears to be in good order. Damn right it is. You think I am? Voila, I give you biscuits a la Roland. Probably not how you pronounce that, but... why did I prepare such a delectable treat, you ask? I wonder, because I don't fucking care at all. I would like to be on my way, please. Captain Rahal and a few others from our unit, you see, have convened out in Jogner Forest. So I gotta go to Jogner Forest next, is what you're telling me. A strategy meeting with the Iron Rams. My sources tell me that the Swiftwing Griffins will be awarded the charge of escorting the royal provisioners, a responsibility of considerable import in anyone's book. Biscuits will be pivotal in helping our men fend off untimely hunger pangs during the proceedings. Without sustenance, they couldn't hope to survive one of Captain Rangelov's legendarily verbose sermons. I would make the delivery myself, but for my post is Castellan of Swiftwing Fortress, therefore... Oh, sorry. I would make the delivery myself, but for my post is Castellan of Swiftwing Fortress. Therefore, in my stead, I bid you take the biscuits to our people in Jogner Forest. Told you I had to go there. May the goddess speed your way. Can't move. Must be cutscene. They're just sleeping. We give chase. Allow not a single one of the pigmen to escape. Dude, if I was a little kid and you gave me my own suit of armor, holy shit, I would have lost my entire mind. Cursed orcs. They would be so bold as to strike at a full strength, Iron Rams. Please hold still or the bandaging won't be secure. You have my thanks, lad. Captain, we know not when the enemy may attempt another foray. Best we use this respite to down what food we can. Name I can't pronounce. Furnish me with some hard bread and from the ration sack, will you? It appears the sack and I were separated in the course of the skirmish. You irresponsible shit. But my poor stomach. Have no fear, idiots. I've arrived. Your presence fortifies our spirit. Yeah, because you know I get to fucking beat everything up while you guys sit around. This enticing aroma. Could it truly be biscuits a la Roland? Thank you. All of us were on the verge of starvation. The rich yet uncloying. I don't know what uncloying... I mean, I can guess what uncloying means, but I've never heard that word before. Sweetness of Ronfar maple syrup dances on my tongue. Getting really excited about this fucking biscuits. It reminds me so of Mother's home-baked pies. Oh, torture me not with the mention of Mother's mouth-watering pies. I'll give your mother a pie. But I say, the water is especially refreshing after having experienced the sludgy variety the forest has to offer. Alright, Griffins. We leave to rejoin the main force once those who took wounds have partaken of their rations. Sounding of the war drums has ceased. It would appear the enemy has finally withdrawn. Not a moment too soon. We owe it all to Roland and me. Not that kid, me. For having managed to survive this far without having to skip a meal. Here, the biscuits certainly put a spring in your step, Cyrenus. If only for the purpose of fleeing in from danger. And what do you imply by that? Would you say to me, you little shit? Lads, glad am I to see you unscathed. Forget not for a second that you stand on a battlefield. The briefest lapses in concentration have allowed stray arrows to claim the lives of many a great hero. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Uh-oh. Look yonder. He'll never see us. Zogbog. There's no mistaking him. Are you sure? Okay. Not again, but what are we to do? Oh, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the player to take care of it for us, because we're just getting in the way. You go exact revenge. Yeah, of course I knew that was the plan. For now, we do not know more. We do know more than shadows of Zogbog's movements. If he has devised any more fiendish plots, it would serve the kingdom best that we learn of them. All right. Doesn't protocol require that we first seek the leave of a commanding officer? Nah. Hey, Captain. Cyranoos, wait. No, not you, Siri. The entire area is swarming with orcs. Perhaps we should double back and... Hush! Can't even make a single word of their conversation. Well, they speak an orcish tongue, so that's only to be expected. You learned rudimentary orcish from Sir Valiant? Valenice? Did you not? What are they saying? You were there for the lessons too, weren't you? Use your own ears! You misunderstand. I could comprehend their gibberish with ease if I so choose, but doing so she would distract me from performing my duty as lookout. Whatever. Little bastards. You. When is the general due to arrive? Recent defeats very displeased General Dog Videg. He comes after he punished incompetent officers with death. Fine time in the war this is to be putting our own to the sword. You speak ill of General? The General hear of this. Do as you please. Despicable lickspittle. This war machine I see before me. Its maintenance is your doing. I am not easily impressed, but this is excellent work. There's like sometimes they use proper English and sometimes they don't. My mind's slow, but me fix good. Master Zogbog asked, me fix. Yeah, same, brother. You are to be commended, soldier. Take this and know that Zogbog rewards those who serve him well. Huh? Strange zone Master Zogbog give, it not made by orc. Aha! Good eyes to go with your deft hands, I see. But that is not all. This blueprint I bestow upon you also. He's like a smart orc. Master Zogbog, this is... Hush now. Someone approaches. Tell not a soul of what transpired here. As for the blueprint, I look forward to seeing it become reality. Oh, we're gonna fight a big orc war machine? Okay. Oh, mighty dog Videg, long have I awaited your return. Your loyal servant, Zogbog, brings you tidings of consequence. Tidings of consequence? You bring same tired subject. Enough with the bullshit. Ah, my lord is most perceptive. Staring at the wall. Soon, my lord, soon an explosion of colossal scale will occur at Tavnazian Peninsula and forever sunder the Marquisate from the mainland. Oh. It is imperative that our main force station there is recalled before it can be swallowed up by the land. You listen, Zogbog. My lord. Your strange foresight served Empire well. But lately you contribute only empty promise, no result. You flee from Garlage with tail between leg. Today you fail again. Many good soldier fall. What I say to Emperor? Had we not encountered unexpected complications? Is he one of those transformy guys? Foolish orc. All soldier know battlefield full of unexpected factor. Our force soon conquered Tavnazia, but you say recall them and give absurd reason? You want my army to become laughingstock? But my lord, I speak the truth. You speak nonsense! To Tavnazia with you! Tavnazia? No, General Dogveg. I implore you, another chance. Please grant me but one more chance at redemption. Sniveling dog, you disgust me. You go to Tavnazia, where your fortune-telling days are over. Now! I beg you, your mercifulness. I submit myself to all forthcoming punishment, but please hear out my words. Consider this the final wish of a condemned man. Spare me excuse. Your head roll now. He's got to be from the future, because how would he know that Tavnazia gets cut off? Tavnazia? It concerns Tavnazia's defensive walls. He lying. The strength of Marcusit's walls is such that they are oft compared to iron. It's common knowledge that they have been the source of endless vexation for our main force. What you say? I have a plan, oh my dogvig. A plan to demolish the very walls that have stymied our army for the longest time. It would be my pleasure to share the details with my lord, but doing so requires that my head remain intact. Clever orc. You smooth talk your way out of punishment yet again. But fail me once more, I rip out your tongue. Thank you, my lord. I shan't disappoint you again. Now, if you would accompany me to the Vunkerl Inlet, it is there that the driving force of my strategy lies in wait. Vunkerl Inlet? Captain, I like the sound of this not one bit. What could Zogbog possibly be scheming this time? Well, the situation is well over our heads. As we hasten back and report this development to the bearded brute. Well, at least they're not trying to tackle it themselves like some other dumbass kids I've met in the past. I have a plan. We split up into two groups always. Let me guess which group I get to go with. Bacheg, I need you to rejoin the Iron Rams. Return with them to Sandoria and deliver word to General Kosaro. Yes, sir. Leave it to me, sir. Myself, Cyranus, and the big guy will make for Vunkerl Inlet. Why can I not say inlet? I keep trying to say Inglet. The three of us will stay on Zogbog's trail and try to learn what we can of his latest machination. These aren't the right footprints. What do you mean either? Grandfather once taught me the trick to regaining one's bearing when lost. You have to listen to the earth. Whatever you do, as long as it gets me out of this cutscene, I'm fine with it. The strong vibration emanating from the west. Something of considerable mass is pounding out a steady rhythm on the ground. Must be building some kind of fortification. Let us make haste, Griffins. They cannot be far away. Oh, back to the laying on the ground thing. Vibration grows in intensity. South. We'll find our target south of here. But the ground looks really bad when you get that close to it, man. Yeah. Little bastards. Vibration has taken on a new quality. Getting weird. Something approaches at high speed. They lost sight of him. They've been trying to find him, blah, blah, blah. What in the heavens? A behemoth? Where'd they get that? Company halt. Oh, they can control the behemoth? How can he control the behemoth? You know how to control great beasts like behemoth. You full of surprise, Zogbog. It gladdens me to see you warm up to my plan, my lord. As a sandcastle is leveled by the onrush of the sea, so too will Tavnazia's wall fall to the behemoth's unstoppable onslaught. Who is this orc, really, and why does he hate, like, Tavnazia so much? But we need to capture 3, nay, 2 more of those hulking creatures, and the market is as good as ours. But behemoth is too big for ship. How we transport them to destination? We take them over land, my lord. I've already taken the liberty of making arrangements with our Kadav allies. They will see us through Pashao marshlands unhindered. I see. Pointy ear not suspect Pashao route. You prepare well. Very good. Your words are like balm to me, my lord. Chop his head off. That's your Zogbog. He received news from turtlebacks. Elven Chocobo unit spotted at Pashao marshlands. Cavalry unit? What markings do they bear? Turtlebacks, say animal with 2 large horns. Not sheep, not buffalo. Ah, me remember, stag. Crest with red stag. The Knights of the Cardinal Stag. Heck, of all the enemy's units prowling the wilderness, it had to be one of their elite. And I dare not pit this beauty in battle prematurely and risk losing it in a stampede. You, make haste to the Pashao marshlands and return once you verify the Kadav's report with your own eyes. You guys can't see me. The Knights of the Cardinal Stag, isn't that the unit led by Exenmill's father? Yes. Oh, I said that wrong. Unit led by Exenmill's father, yes. But why would they be at Pashao marshland? The answer to that question can wait. We must report to the nature of this new orcish threat to the kingdom. Post haste! You're right, of course. By the time we arrive in Sandoria, the orcs may well have finished crossing the marshlands. Tyrannus, suppose we took word to Exenmill's father instead. Cardinal stags are indeed at the Pashao marshlands, as the orcs say. It would certainly save us a great deal of time. This is what we'll do. I want you 3 to head to the Pashao marshlands and seek out Cardinal stags. Understood. And what of you, Rahal? I shall return to Sandoria and bring this matter of behemoths to the attention of the General Kosaro. Any luck? I myself will be at the marshlands before long after having prevailed upon the general to deploy a strike force. Okay, please send our regards to Roland. You fools! Now I gotta defend you morons from a behemoth? Come on! Fly, griffins. Fly, you fools! Fly like the noble beast that lends you its name. Why am I running? I've killed 1,000,000 behemoths. I stopped running. Oh, I'm running again. I stopped again. Baghead. All right, who wants to smoke? Pack watch, let's go. You there. Halt. State your name and business, boy. Don't you better watch your mouth when you're talking to me. It couldn't be. It's truly you. In the flesh, baby. What did you expect? Is this man an acquaintance of yours, boy? But how? Why? Are you here? And what of Rahal and the others? Master yourself, Exon Mill. Well met. It has been a while. I sense that you've not come all the way here for reasons of frivolity. I seek the Cardinal Stags. That you knew where to seek my unit is most disconcerting. Not a single soul outside of this camp, not even those at headquarters, is supposed to have knowledge of the change in our itinerary. Behemoths, you say? Those accursed orcs will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. Captain, how shall we respond to this threat? Our location known to the enemy, we are at a disadvantage. Our foremost priority is therefore to relocate, after which we shall hunt down the behemoth of which this guy speaks. For that, Captain, please send out a search party to find Rahal and the others. If we strike camp now, they won't ever find us. Are you mad, boy? We would risk the annihilation of our entire unit for the sake of a couple brats playing hide and seek? What? Examil, enough. It is as Jeramus says. Besides, you will need worry needlessly. You need not search for your friends, for they are the ones who have found us. See for yourself. What did you two idiots go and do? Winning. Uranus, Macheg. Examil. Macheg, you've been wounded. Found him slumped against a tree trunk on our way here. He needs immediate attention. Wait, Uranus. We haven't time for that. Captain Alfanamil, I overheard a conversation between Orca scouts, sir. The orcs, they've altered their plans. They intend to take the behemoths not through Pasha Marshlands, but Jugular Forest. Jugular Forest? Are they really, though? I see. The weight they place on delivering the behemoths is Havnasia is such that they'd go to great pains to avoid an unprofitable confrontation with us. Oh yeah, no, what's his name did say he didn't want to do that. Did we just watch a kid die? Jake, be strong now. Okay, I guess not. Bleeding badly. I sort of bungled and was discovered by the orcs, you see. Bled like a madman, but wasn't quick enough. An arrow struck in the knee. Hush now, Macheg. I'm going to fetch you some water. Captain, don't leave me. What is it, Macheg? I'm sorry. I didn't come to see you off on our expedition. Oh, that? I paid it no mind. You needn't worry either. Did I do well? You did more than well, Macheg. You've earned as much right to be called a knight as Sir Valenice? I don't know. Thank you, Sirrah. Macheg, how many times must I remind you not to call me? Yep, nope, he's dead. No, it's just a bad dream, right? It has to be. Jake, open your eyes. Open them now and call me Cyranoos. Nah, man, he dead. Please help him. First time, huh? No. This can't be happening. Father bid me give this to you. And there was something I would ask of you. I need you to return to Sandori and see how Rahal fares. Knowing him, my concerns are likely misplaced, but it would set my heart at ease nonetheless. My unit will not strike camp for some time yet, so you needn't worry about Cyranus. Besides, I'll leave Rahal in your care. Oh, we gotta tell him his buddy's dead, huh? Welcome back. Relieved I am to see you here safe and sound. To a Castellan, few things are more gratifying than receiving one's own back from the field. Why do we gotta start off like that, brother? From what Captain Rail has told me about recent happenings, you've been on quite a ride. The most important thing is that you've not come to any harm. At this very moment, the captain should be making a report to Royal Knight General Kosaro himself. Our unit continues its meteoric rise to distinction. Your being here would mean that Orcish intelligence on the Cardinal Stag's location was inaccurate? That reminds me. Were Cyranus and Macheg not with you, man? About that. Say it ain't so. Sorry, guys. He did. What are you shaking for, man? Take me to the Pasha Marshlands where Macheg is. As a captain, I need to... Nah, stay your little ass here. Some another name I can't pronounce. Going somewhere, maggot? Captain Rongalouts? I've not time to linger. Please let me pass. So, you have the blood of one of your own on your hands. What? Tease him. What is the meaning of this? Unhand me. Unhand me, I say. We're learning a life lesson here, aren't we? Take him away. Captain Rail. I owe you for that time back at Garlight Citadel. The Knights of the Cardinal Stag have altered their course and now passed through the Pasha Marshlands, correct? Indebted as I already am, I must ask for yet another favor. I need you to take this letter and see it to the hands of Alphanamil? We go a long way back, he and I. It's imperative that the words sealed within are made known to him. I'm counting on you. I hope the captain's all right. Captain, nay, Father. Macheg traded his own life in exchange for delivering the information to us. Let us make haste to Jugner for us and slay the behemoth. How many times must I repeat myself, Exenmil? The situation is not as it was before. Surely you've not already forgotten the grim news the messenger brought to us last night. A siege engine, monstrous in size, has recently appeared and now looms menacingly before Tavnazia's gate. Passing enemy force necessitated the change in our route. But we can delay our aid to the Marquisate? Marquisate? I just Marquisate. Marquisate? No longer. I'm gonna keep saying Marquisate. We, the Knights of the Cardinal Stag, must be the ray of light that delivers the citizens of Taznazia. of Tabnasia from the vile clutches of the beastmen. I understand, Father. I understand it full well. Nonetheless, listen here, you little shit. Yeah, I'm here too. How's Rahel? Devastated. A letter from Rongelouts, you say. A man is not known to often take a quill in hand. For that reason alone, this is a rare treat. This is unmistakably the seal of House Custode. You have my gratitude. Chocobo. Examil. Where are you going, soldier? Jake's death. I will not let it be in vain. What, are you gonna kill the behemoth, you little fuck? Listen to me, boy. The knight upholds the code of conduct and stays in his personal urges. If you fancy yourself one, cease this nonsense at once. My son or no, disobeying an order is a serious violation. Be prepared to bear the consequences of your actions. Father, you once told me that a knight is one who stays true to himself, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. I must do this. I know it in my heart of hearts. See, that's what you get. You try to be a good dad, and then it comes back and bites you in the ass. Like, you idiot, I was trying to teach you a lesson. I wasn't being literal. Do what I say, because I said it. Your ass was adopted. Pyramus. We ride. You need not say a word, sir. It was my intent also. Fine. Keep the little bastard from getting hurt. Ah! Let us go too. See, I knew I was gonna have to kill the damn behemoth. I want to help Examil for Bachake's sake and mine. Cutscene we got. To me. Oh yeah, we're hunting the behemoth. I already forgot what we're doing. Look, thither. It appears we found Zogbog before Examil did. Let us stay in hiding and observe for now. The pupils are dilated, which means the sedative is working as intended, I trust. Yes, Master Zogbog. This here makes the fort. Unlike the first three we sent prior, this one is yet a stripling among behemoths. But what it lacks in size, it makes up for in sheer foulness of temperament. I pity the poor souls hiding behind Tabnasia's walls when this one is set loose. High as hell. Huh? What's this? Most curious. Even in this semi-conscious state, its primal instincts drive it to seek and discern the scent of prey. To think that such a fearsome predator is at our disposal. You, come closer. Ahem. At long last, the preparations are complete. Now then, without further ado, send forth myself and the last of our almighty behemoths, so that we may lay waste to Tavnazia. I try, Master Zogbog. That light! Examil, stay back. It's a trap. Oh, and this kid's gonna get teleported. Hurry up. Everybody else run in the teleporter. Damn it. Damn. We were too late. Sir Jaramus. What was that light? This was some manner of teleportation magic. Short-ranged one, to be sure, as no spell exists that can effectively transport a massive creatures like that behemoth over any considerable distance that you know of. But our primary concern now is Exenmil. He too was swallowed up into the teleportation rift. In all logic, they should not be far from here, as we split up and search the area. Oh man. Back on the ground. Now's not the time for this tomfoolery. Hush, I hear something. Spine-chilling roar of beasts and a flurry of footfalls. Those crafty fiends, they're directly below us. The orcs have made a hiding place out of the Gromil Caverns beneath Jugner Forest. I'm sure of it. Gromil Caverns, that's a new zone that I've never heard of. Gromil Caverns? In our youth, Count Arkiat and I would oft steal away from the safety of the city walls and explore its labyrinthine network of caves. If memory serves me correctly, the entrance should be somewhere nearby. Are you certain you can find it again after all these years? Some things one never forgets, lad. Another detail I've not forgotten is that the caverns are riddled with steep climbs and treacherous footing. We will need a good length of rope to negotiate our way. The ivy growing in these parts seems fairly sturdy. What if we gathered some and wove them into makeshift rope? You're sharp for your years, lad. I have great things can be expected of you. You two, go and find us some Jugner ivy. We'll be scouting the cavern entrance for enemy presence in the meantime. Here, you might be needing this. I have it spares, though, so make it count. Hasten back here as soon as you've found some ivy. You found us an ample amount of ivy, I see. Well done. Alright, okay, so that was all I needed. I too have managed to locate the entrance to the Gromil Caverns. However... However what? The orcs have gone and erected a pair of guard posts in the vicinity. Okay. What? No need to fret, lad. Both seem to have been abandoned, or perhaps the occupants are in the midst of a patrol. I doubt we need pay much attention. I doubt we need pay them much mind, but I thought to mention it nevertheless. Let us away. You know me, ready, always ready for a scrap. We're here. There seems clear of enemy lookouts. By the goddess, I never knew such an expansive cavern existed here. Me neither, kid. I would offer a picturesque tour of the environs, but that must wait till after we've secured Exenmil. Blast it, not this place again. That's Zogbog. Where could he have gone? Seek an audience with me, Lord Exenmil. Show yourself, Craven. As it please you, my lord. But be warned that the odds are heavily stacked against you. Your ploy to unnerve me will not succeed, fiend. I'm a knight and defender of the kingdom and son of Alphanamil Arkiat. These are really hard to say names. Blood of heroes courses through my veins. Come, do your worst. That roar, a behemoth is near. Son. Ah, yes, I remember that word. After all, I too was once a son. I had a father and mother, and siblings whom I grew up alongside. Life was hard, but I knew peace and contentment nonetheless. Who could ask for more? But one day, without warning, all this was taken away from me. My village was razed to the ground and my entire family put to the sword in an unprovoked attack by a band of intruders led by a merciless savage. Wonder if it was him. What are you blabbering on about? None of this concerns me. Doesn't concern you, you say. Oh, but it will. For mine is revenge that traverses time. Traverses time? What is this nonsense? We'll find out soon enough. If it's of revenge you wish to speak, then I'll have you know mine. You and your loathsome Bloodwing horde are the ones who murdered Mother. This much I know. Well, I suppose that makes the two of us rivals in revenge. How cruel and ironic the heavens can be. This changes everything. Now that we're properly acquainted, we can do away with all the pleasantries. Go, my pretty. That's a pretty pussy way of doing it, though. Go forth and crush the life and future out of that puny elven. Hexamil. Don't worry, I'll kill it. I think I'm gonna call that there for the stream tonight. It's 10:30. Thanks for watching, Drew. You're the only person I saw the whole day. Nobody followed today, but there's always tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. Three o'clock-ish, maybe 2 o'clock-ish. I don't know. We'll see what time I wake up, how I feel. But until then, you're doing a good job and I'm proud of you.